Hi, Assalamualaikum. Our group will be presenting about our poster entitled Resistance During Studies by Children.
My name is Salsabila Binti Bahari. So, parents are the major influential factor in the career development of child. Children should also be given the right to choose their career path and live their dream, but the real world experience of lacking parental skin in knowing the children's real potential. We will continue our presentation with second presenter.
My name is Rabbani, and let's jump straight into it. So what happens when we put a child through something new, something they're not really experienced in, without teaching them or guiding them on how to do it? Not only are you doing that, you're also pressuring them into learning that new thing without, teaching them how to. And sometimes that new thing conflicts with their beliefs and abilities. Well, you get resistance. And in this context, resistance in studies. So I've narrowed it down to like two main reasons that I think personally why this happens. I'm pretty sure there's other reasons as well, but here are the two. They are lack of spur or incentive and conflicting beliefs. Sometimes when learning, and this applies to everyone really, not just children, we tend to need a certain push factor, and when that push factor is missing, we tend to not want to learn, because like us and children, they need that spur, they need that encouragement so they can keep going and excel. Sometimes parents want big things for their children, but they're not willing to encourage the children properly, or be there for them emotionally, because encouragement and proper emotional support is important. As for the second one, now I'm not sure if this has anything to do with cognitive dissonance, but I want to touch upon conflicting beliefs. Sometimes because of peer pressure or expectations from friends or parents, we tend to act very differently in certain situations, and very differently to what we personally believe in. And when we do something that we're not really interested in, we tend to lose motivation, we start to procrastinate, we start being depressed. Because of this, we or children might stop learning altogether, thus a resistance in studies. So these two reasons are personally why I believe it happens. I won't be really going into how to overcome it, because that will be covered by my other teammate. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Raihanah binti Ahmad Taufek. Okay, so for the parent sides, children resistance during the study happen because the parents force them to do something that they want in order to see their children succeed. For example, parents want to see their children follow in their footsteps, such as a doctor, or the parents want their children to study until the PhD or the master. It is true that every parents want their children to be smart and follow their instruction, but it is not necessary to force the children to learn, and as a result, it will put pressure on the child without realizing it. In addition, the children resistance during studies happen also because the parents place too high expectation on their children compared to the emotional needs of the children. Parents are more concerned with the success and dignity of children in ensuring their children to become successful. Most of the parents want their children to succeed in education as a guarantee of a good career in the future. And encouraging children to succeed in the field of education need to follow the right path in every step and action rather than impose a rational rule. The use of irrational rules and placing unrealistic expectations on children's achievement will put pressure on children. If the expectation placed by the parents cannot be achieved by the children, this will cause the children to experience severe stress that can lead to trauma. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I'm Hazirah and I'm here today to explain and share several concerns based on this poster. So from this poster, I want to highlight the children's side part. According to the National Health and Morbidity Survey 2019, about 424,000 children in Malaysia are grappling with emotional and psychological issues, and this is a great concern to all of us. This issue needs to be addressed properly, as children are our future and our hope. Many parents want to help their children be the best they can be. However, some of parents put their children under too much pressure to perform. When the child receives pressure from both of their parents, this will affect their time management. They tend to be unorganized and distracted. It can be overwhelming and sometimes may feel impossible for them to study under pressure. Other than that, lack of emotional support from both of their parents. The parents wanted the best for their child. They gave them money and luxury, but they did not realize what is exactly their child wants. How much love and affection did the parents give to their child? Research has shown that children who receive abundant support from their parents report fewer psychological and physical problems during childhood than children who receive less parental support. This shows that parents play an important role in addressing mental health issues among children. Well, as a parent, there are some things that you can do to help your child without placing too much pressure on them. First, encourage your child to do their best. Focus on the process rather than the end result. If you find yourself placing too much pressure on your child, ask yourself why their performance and success matters to you. Talk to your child about what they are working on. Set aside your feelings to make room for your child to express theirs. And as a child, you also need to appreciate your parents once they show an effort, as you never know what sacrifices they went through for you. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. Now it is my turn, Siti Aisyah Binti Rahman, to talk about what parents can do to overcome parental pressure towards their children based on the theme of our poster. First and foremost, I believe as children, we should communicate more with our parents. It will really work well to have real conversations with your parents or carers about what you want for your life. For instance, start this by saying something like, I know why you want me to be a doctor, but I don't think my strength or interests fit that. Merely pursuing a cause to make your parents happy can make one feel anxious and feel like a failure, especially if you lack the skills for that field. Other than that, for parents, you must also identify the talents of your child and inspire them, particularly though they can seem unusual, to hone their ability. It is your responsibility to help your child feel secure mentally and emotionally and develop their self-confidence and worth. You must regularly interact with your child and build a friendly relationship with them so that they can seek refuge in you. In a nutshell, it is okay for you to care for your children, but not obsessively. Parents are one of the first socializing agents in our lives and form the most intimate relationships with their children. So, experiencing discontent from that relationship in the form of parental pressure can result in emotional trauma to the children.
For the suggestion, it is always better that parents and children should also decide together on the career or field of study their children want to pursue. The children can get the information about the latest trend, while the parent can get their practical experience to the table to make decision. The communication is way more important for a decision to be made between a family. So, in conclusion, as a parent, although the decision want to be made for our children, as we know that what the best for them and what's not, but we often put the kids through hard time while study what they don't even like. You just need to be with your child and support them with their decision. There is nothing wrong with giving your children the freedom to choose what they want to be in the future and what part of life they want to choose. That's it from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.